Well, two sheriff's deputies in Tennessee were wounded this week after an inmate shot them both in an attempt to escape. Michael Eugene Bell was in court this Monday to face kidnapping and domestic assault charges. While there, he grabbed the pistol of Deputy Wade Bassett and shot both him and Deputy Wendell Bowen as he fled. Bell later shot himself before police could reapprehend him. That's horrible enough, obviously, but now a TCT investigation finds that Bell should never have been free to commit the shooting in the first place. He should have been behind bars. Ed Henry has been on this all day, and he joins us now with more. Hey, Ed.
Tucker, good evening. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has been reversing Obama-era crime policies by making the case in the last 8 years soft sentences led to more violent crime. He's been met with scorn by the left. Many liberals believe many of these charges are simply nonviolent drug offenses. But in this case in Tennessee, it suggests not so much. The now deceased criminal who shot these two police officers was Michael Bell, as you noted. In 2003, he was arrested for conspiracy to manufacture and distribute meth. He was slapped with just over 18 years in prison. But in 2015, at the tail end of the Obama years, the drug sentences of 6,000 inmates were slashed to cut down on overcrowding in federal prisons and to be more fair to drug offenders, in part because of perceived racial disparities. Among those set free, yes, Michael Bell, a full 5 years early. Fast forward to earlier this month. Bell gets arrested again. Look at the rap sheet: kidnapping, possession of a controlled substance, domestic assault, multiple counts of reckless endangerment by a motor vehicle, and multiple counts of evading arrest. After a hearing in the case, Bell stole the gun of a deputy, shot two deputies who were wounded, but thankfully survived. Bell, as you noted, shot and killed himself. Now, this is just one criminal, to be sure, but it makes you wonder how many of the other 6,000 people released early could return to crime, Tucker.
So, Ed, how exactly did this guy get out?
Well, to be clear with the facts is that October 2015, the U.S. Sentencing Commission, a bipartisan independent agency that was not part of the Obama administration, so this was not the Obama White House, let out these 6,000 inmates. It happened at a time, though, when then-President Obama was separately granting clemency to dozens of other drug offenders who were described as nonviolent. Here's an interesting twist. When the U.S. Sentencing Commission made their decision, it was Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates who assured the public it'd be fine. Yes, that's Sally Yates, who was more recently fired by President Trump after warning the White House about Michael Flynn's ties to Russia. In late 2015, after the release of all those inmates, Yates put out a statement saying, in part, quote, "Under the Commission's directive, federal judges are required to carefully consider public safety in deciding whether to reduce an inmate's sentence." That clearly did not work out in the case of Michael Bell. And remember, former Attorney General Eric Holder wrote a 2013 memo that sought to cut down on the number of drug offenses that would trigger mandatory minimum sentences. Last month, the Attorney General Sessions rescinded that memo and issued new guidelines to prosecutors that defendants should be charged with the most serious, provable charges possible. We'll see if that cleans it up. Tucker?
Thanks for getting to the bottom of that, Ed. There's